Hello everybody, Megas here, welcoming you to an awesome freaking mod for Minecraft. So Minecraft has always been one of my favorite games. I love everything about it. Picked it up when it was in the early beta. Basically, I played it for so long, done everything with it, played it before they added in a lot of newer additions. But I recently got back into it and I tried out this physics mod. So what this physics mod does is it really allows you to kind of see how this game should be played with the idea of like blocks breaking apart into pieces, enemies breaking apart. There is more of a nuance in the sense that it feels a little bit more realistic. Now when you break up a block, it'll shatter into a bunch of different pebbles, and you can actually control this with this mod to determine how many particles will break off of it, how big they'll be, even the really nuance of changing if they'll be square, if they'll have edges to them, that kind of stuff as well. So this adds a lot of variety and really makes it feel more realistic. Now another cool addition that they added onto this with the Forge one is the fact that you can have it collapse similar blocks to simulate kind of like a cave-in, a mine collapse, that kind of thing. You can have it simulate that. And basically when you break a singular block, the blocks around it will not have the load-bearing weight that they normally would have. And this causes the rest of the blocks to just kind of tumble down, shatter, break. It looks really cool. The only weird thing about this is it can make it that it collapses all the way to the sky or the surface, which is a bit weird when you're inside a cave system and there should be enough walls around to hold it up, but I digress. It's still pretty cool. Now, this does not just stop with like mineable blocks. This actually goes into enemies as well. Enemies such as the spiders, such as the creepers, such as the zombies, anything. When you defeat them, even skeletons, they will burst into pieces of arms, legs, whatever parts of their body that they have. And this is really cool. You can actually turn this down a little bit if you do not like some of the specifications. Instead of having it be more chunky, you can have it be more block-like. You can have it where most of the time when you defeat an enemy, the interior of the blocks will be red to kind of simulate blood, guts, that kind of stuff. You can end up turning that off, making it look just more blocky-like, while still keeping the break apart pieces, which is kind of cool. Definitely makes it feel a little bit different than the enemies just toppling over and doing their like death animation. So that is really cool. Now what this definitely does in my mind that I think is the neatest portion is that when you're doing an explosion, you will actually see all the particles flying, everything like going off into the distance. It's such a cool feature. I loved it. I thought this was the neatest thing. I actually did a huge explosion. The only problem was, well, and this happens with any Minecraft game where you decide to terraform an entire mountainside, is you do get a little bit of lag and can have some crashes. Now you add in 500 plus particles going off in every different direction, that being simulated, stuff toppling down because of that simulation. And yeah, you can kind of get the idea of how weird this ends up being, but it is so cool to look at. So this is definitely an interesting mod if you want to get more out of your Minecraft experience, get more of a realistic approach. There are a couple of shaders that it does work with, and there are a couple that it does not. So you kind of have to play around with that as well. But definitely give it a look, give it a try out, see how it plays, and if it's something you'd like to add to your game. And if you want to see some more mods, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. And until next time, this is Mega saying, catch you later.